Hi friends, it's Gwen. Today I'm going to be talking about The Darkest Part of the Forest by Holly Black. This was one of my most anticipated reads of 2015, and I was so lucky to get this as part of my January uppercase subscription, and I just finished it this morning, so I want to talk about it. So on the back of the book it says, children can have a cruel, absolute sense of justice. Children can kill monsters and feel quite proud of themselves. A girl can look at her brother and believe they're destined to be a knight and a bard who battle evil, who might someday find and fight even the monster of the heart of the forest. The inside says, in the woods is a glass coffin. It rests right on the ground, and in it sleeps a boy with horns on his head and ears as pointed as knives. Hazel and her brother Ben live in Fairfold, where humans and the folk exist side by side. Tourists drive in to see the lush wonders of fairy, and most wonderful of all, the horned boy. But visitors fail to see the danger. Since they were children, Hazel and Ben have been telling each other stories about the boy in the glass coffin, and that he is a prince, and they are valiant knights pretending their prince would be different from the other fairies, the ones who made cruel bargains, lurking in the shadows of trees, and doomed tourists. But as Hazel grows up, she puts aside those stories. Hazel knows the horned boy will never wake, until one day he does. As the world turns upside down, Hazel has to become the knight she once pretended to be. But she's swept up in new love and shifting loyalties and the fresh sting of betrayal. Will it be enough? This book follows the story of Hazel and her brother Ben, and they live in this town, Fairfold, that humans and fairies live alongside each other, and really the humans are subservient to the fairies. They have to leave out food and they have to wear charms to kind of protect themselves from the fairies. They're high schoolers, and one of the Ben's best friend is actually one of the fairies that are living alongside of the humans, more in the human world than the fairy world. And there is the glass coffin with the horned boy that's in the coffin, and he does get freed. I'm not going to tell you how he gets freed because that would be a spoiler. So one day he gets broken out of the coffin, and he basically tells Hazel and Ben one side of the story, where Hazel is hearing another side of the story from Ben's best friend. Holly Black has a problem with this. She gives these characters that have all these great traits, and you're so excited about them, but she never fully develops them. And when you meet the characters in the beginning of the book, they're the same way at the end of the book. Like, you don't really get to know them as a character, and they don't really do anything over the course of the story. So while the characters seem great, they're never fully understood, they're never fully developed. It's like she touches on starting to develop them, but then it never actually happens. The setting, again, was just average. It was a really great idea to have a completely different world or a completely different town, a set where only in that town do fairies live alongside the humans. And again, while it is a very interesting idea, again, it's never fully realized. The plot, the purpose, and the resolution, I gave all a 3 as well, just because Black has a way of coming up with these great, unique ideas, but then that's all that she gives you. She doesn't give you the ending of the story. It feels like she's giving you a writing prompt rather than telling a complete story. So she starts off with a great idea of the characters and what could possibly happen, but then that's all she gives you. And it's an author's job to give you the full story. I mean, that's why you're reading their book, right? I just feel that by the end of her book, you feel like you read a book that's incomplete and you want to hear the rest of the story, but that story isn't ever written. I felt that way with The Coldest Girl in Cold Town. I felt that it was a great world building experience. I really liked the idea of the cold towns to house the vampires in, and I liked that idea, but then it just abruptly ended, and I was so frustrated to find out it was a standalone. And the same thing with this. While I really was just kind of fumbling along until probably page 213. It started to get a little bit good, and I thought I was going to get some character development, but then 2 pages later it was done, and I couldn't really recommend this as far as a great pick for 2015. If you're looking for a writing prompt, I think this is a good one. This is kind of like, what if this happens? But she doesn't actually tell you what happens if you have these characters in this setting with this plot line. There were some interesting bits, but that's really about it. So overall, 3 stars. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye! It's free, and you just walked in the back of the frame. Hey, I was just telling you, I saw your legs like, really? And basically, I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna kill him. Are you doing this on purpose now?
I know you're gonna cut it out.
Am I?
Are you?
I don't know. Alright, anyway, if he does it again, I'm gonna kill him. Okay. I can't even concentrate now. You totally made me lose my flow. Hey, did you hit the subscribe button? Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Like this video.